Hi everyone, I'm back again with another video about fairies and about how to spot the signs of fairies being about. So I just thought I'd take this moment to take this video whilst my little boy's gone to bed because as a first time mum I only get like windows of opportunity to do things, so this is the perfect opportunity. So I'm going to just think off the top of my head the signs of fairies. And for those of you who want to connect to the fairy realm, this is really good for you to know. And for people out there who just want to like connect with others who have also had experiences themselves, then this video will probably be interesting for you too. So number one is orbs and twinkles of light. So orbs of any colour. Now I've seen orbs in my garden which have been white, yellow and pink. But it's any orb of light that has intent when it moves. So that's how you kind of know that perhaps this is a spiritual energy. I mean, spirits can be like this as well, but fairies can too. And also twinkles of light. So I just had to think about that one there. Also twinkles of light. So twinkles of light out the corner of your eye. Hearing bells and chimes is definitely a sign. Obviously it depends on the type of fairy you're connecting with, but definitely like little bells or chimes, or even like a musical instrument that leads you off and then you can't find the source of the sound. So I've had that happen to me. And what else? Things going missing. They are magpies. And I mean to say that in the nicest ways. Anything that sparkles or anything that's pretty that they like, they will borrow. Which I really don't mind. I mean, it's just curiosity. They just love anything that's like sparkly, like crystals, your earrings, anything that's like takes a twinkle. They will definitely take. They like anything sugary and sweet too. So leaving offerings of cakes in your garden, or sugar, or milk and honey, which is a popular old offering to give to the fairies, is something they like, and bread as well. So yeah, anything like that they like. So if you notice things are going missing in regards to perhaps anything that's sparkly, maybe even like a little gift you've left them, or food. I've heard about stories of people leaving offerings and they've gone, or food going missing, then you never know, that might be the fairies. Another one is dreams, actually. I think if you have very vivid dreams that are very specific and are very detailed and are of fairies, I think that's definitely a sign from them, because fairies can come in your dreams very much like spirits, because they may be different, but they're definitely on that other realm, that realm that's in between ours and the next. So for them, they can come through to us in dreams. So it's like it's a way of visiting you that's not going to overwhelm you too much if you are nervous. So they're always very nice. They're usually very warm and very magical. So yeah, dreams is definitely one. Another one would be hearing fluttering of wings. Now, not all fairies have wings. There's ones I've seen didn't have wings, but it's not to say that they do have wings, because obviously they're a part of nature and they're known to shapeshift and change in stories. So, you know, I think they can have wings for sure. But I've heard wings before, and obviously little voices as well. So that's always a sign, and also the feeling of being watched. Also the feeling of being watched, that's definitely a big one. You can get that with spirits as well, but fairies also give you that feeling of, oh, you're not alone. And another one I would say for fairies are maybe like if you're in a place of nature and like butterflies come near to you and approach you. I definitely think that's a sign of fairies, like, you know, of them, because they're associated with butterflies. There's stories of them riding butterflies, but I definitely think there's a strong connection with butterflies. So, and other animals too, but I've always had it with butterflies myself. So that is one thing to look out for. So there are just some of like the signs off the top of my head about fairies. And I just think it's really good, like, for you to look into like the old folk tales and the old legends of fairies, because there is such an abundance of information there, and it's so easy to write it off as just fairy tales, and they're not just fairy tales. There is truth there that has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. And when I had my experiences, and I didn't really have all of this knowledge about the fairy realm and fairies and nature spirits, I looked in these books and oh my gosh, the connections were absolutely uncanny. And I could see from all of these old English legends, Irish legends of fae folk, there were such strong similarities to what I'd been experiencing. So go back and look at old folk tales and legends wherever you're from, because it has an abundance of information and will help you connect to the fairy realm if you want to invite good fairies in. So it's very important to have that good intent, you know, and to always use psychic protection when you embark on this kind of work and inviting, you know, spirits in, nature spirits, whatever spirit that may be. It's very important to have psychic protection and keep a connection to God or any higher power you are connected to. That gives you that safety and protection and warmth and love. So that's really important. But I'm just trying to think of any other signs fairies about. A breeze that comes out of nowhere. That's another one, a breeze. If it's an absolute still day and it seems like the flower beds are kind of moving, like something's like almost kind of like running or flying near them and making the flowers fall like in a domino effect, like that can definitely be a sign. Laughter, if you hear laughter coming like from behind you and you look and there's nothing there, and it's a certain type of laughter, it's like a childlike laughter. It's not really it sounds quite spooky, but it's not. It shouldn't be in regards to fairies, but they are mischievous. So yes, like a laughter. So when you look, it's not there. Classic fairy behaviour. They love playing tricks. Sometimes feeling like another sign of spiritual activity and fairies is like a spider running through your hair as well. So it's like almost like an energy. It's very hard to explain, but that's like a sensation you can feel, or the breezes. So there's some of the signs off the top of my head for this it's not too short, this video, but it's not as long as my last video, but it should give you enough information on signs about fairies, because, you know, just keep watching out. If you are really going out in nature wanting to connect to the fairy realm, or you feel like fairies are around you, then here's all of my signs. So see if you have similarities with me. So I really hope this video helps you. I will be back with another video soon. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please do follow me and like this video for more videos to come. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. Bye.